in the
No,
current
it's
state, not because I can say, okay, let women stop, because I know that women are impulsive in a nutshell, right? Women are impulsive and women are catty
mhm.
and women are evil. So, but if you take away women's right to vote while men lack leadership now within the next 2 or 3 years, let's just say, it's like I would be all for it if men were leading correctly. If men were leading correctly, fine. Because I know that men should think strategically, while typically women think impulsively. But men are just as impulsive in this day and age, and they're not thinking with their right head. So if men can lead correctly, then fine, just vote. And then us women will stay in the back line of things.
So
I
you
have
believe, so you believe that women voting is doing women good right now?
no, especially not in the abortion topic, which is another topic
Yeah.
that we're gonna somehow blend
Yeah.
into.
I mean, I don't get what your premise is. Like, if yeah, men are dropping the ball as far as leadership, but women voting is not helping. There's not water to the fire. There's gasoline on the fire. If you take women,
Well, we shift things within the next 2 or 3 years, which everything like right now the 19th Amendment is not a vote right now. It's not. But if we as Americans, with the leadership of a man, if men can start stepping up properly, start day by day, then okay, fine. In 2025, 2026, 2026 midterm election or whatever, okay, fine. Take women's rights away to vote, but make sure as a man that you guys are coming through and you guys are leading properly. But yes, with like abortion and stuff like that, like women piss me off. I think that women and children are largely at danger because of other women. I really think that because when women do stupid stuff like, oh, we're my body, my choice, even going as far as to like celebrate abortion parties and stuff like that. Like I didn't know it was that deep, but I guess women have been having abortion parties for quite a while now. But to sit there, like you have women, let's say working women, and then I know we're going to get to that. That's going to blend in as well, working
oh
women,
yeah,
right?
wait,
everything,
wait,
and everything just kind of blends in,
oh,
right? So when women talk about like, oh, my body, my choice, you're really saying you just want to have a hot girl summer. That's really what you're saying. Like you're just saying that you just want to be a slut and you want to have sex with multiple guys and punish the baby in the womb. Or I don't know. That's how I take it.
I don't agree. I don't see it like that. I think you're just throwing a hissy fit. I can do what I want to do, and you can't tell me what to do. I think
Yeah,
that's what it is.
exactly. It's lack of accountability.
Yeah. I mean, that's what little children do. It's not like it's not that it's not so much that they want to do it. They just want to do it because you don't want them to do it. You know. So I don't. Yeah, I mean, abortion is very invasive. It's a very invasive and violating procedure. I mean, I don't know how anybody can go through with letting somebody like get a metal tongue and stick it up you and scrape and pull like that, like, cause like if you're good with that, like something's wrong with you as a woman. I just
Women have become infertile after that. It's a spiritual punishment. I have to be honest with you. I used to be pro-choice, but over the years, I became
I'm
pro-life.
pro-choice
Why?
because it's not a matter of choice. That's what it gets you. That's a communist Marxist trick. They ask you, are you pro-choice or pro-life? Well, who is against having choices, and who is against life? So my thing is, if you make a choice, you reap the consequences of that choice. You deal with those consequences yourself. I have nothing to do with it. So, the issue for me is the tax dollars go to fund Planned Parenthood? And the answer is fuck no. Like I mean, I'm not. Why should I pay for a choice that I don't agree with? Why should I pay with a decision that I don't agree with? Like, it's stupid to me. But nonetheless, it's your body. If you want to cut off your hand, I would say you shouldn't do it. But I'm not going to stop you from doing it. That's your decision. But guess what? You have to reap the consequences of making that poor choice. But the hypocrisy in the whole thing is that the feminists always want to punish men. They'll say my body, my choice, but when the child comes to term, they want to put the man on child support. So it's stupid. Abortion is between a woman and the man that got her pregnant. If those two make a choice to get that abortion, they have to live with that. But they have to pay for it as well. And see, the thing is, like, naturally, whatever comes from my body is me. Like, it belongs to me. So like, if I get a woman pregnant, I put that seed there. So it's my responsibility. Therefore, and here's what a lot of people don't want to really admit: that seed in that woman that's supposed to be my woman, that seed is my property.
Oh, I agree.
So, the state doesn't have the right to come in and confiscate my property for not adhering to their wicked ideologies of all sorts of hormone replacement therapies, and all this cooking of the brains and the minds of the youth. And I tell them, no, that's wrong, and they come in and take my child from me. That means that child is not my property.
Yeah, you're not 50-50 in this, or you don't have any say, just like a woman. You see what Pat Daddy said about Congress?
Hold on, let me see what he said. Pat Daddy. Thank you for watching, by the way. Thank you for viewing. Congress too afraid to defund Planned Parenthood because they don't want to lose their seat. That's the problem. That is the problem right there. Men being afraid to do it needs to be done.
Exactly.
I don't respect cowardice. I just don't. I think this, like, why people hate the Bible? Because
Why?
the Bible is not told the way it's supposed to be told. It's always told with a spin. If you just read the Bible and you're honest with people, I think most people will be like, you know what, I agree with that. But it's always read with a spin. Tell people the truth, and and let the chips fall where they may. I believe that if we stand in truth, then nature is on our side. That's just what I believe. And I see it in life all the time. I don't know. It's inescapable. Like, there's just certain laws of nature that you cannot escape. So, but that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, why should women get to vote when they're voting on bullshit like abortion? Like, if we're gonna, and I blame the conservative side too, because their scope is so limited. If you're pregnant, right? If you're pregnant, it's your body, your choice, right? But we're like, oh well, you should have the baby and this, that, and the other. If you decide to make poor health choices, if you start smoking weed, doing cocaine, or starving yourself, you can force the fetus to abort. So the human being always has control. Like, the mother always has control over, whether that child is going to come to term or not. It's you cannot escape it. So that means, like, if we're going to outlaw abortion, then we should outlaw. Where does it stop? Then we got to say, like, okay, well, we're going to make it a felony or misdemeanor for a woman to drink while she's pregnant. That's where these things are going. If people don't really just pay attention, but you cannot have all this freedom without righteousness. That's why I don't like hippies. That's why I don't like I don't like liberals. I don't like super liberals. I'm not. That wasn't a shot at you. I was just like, just referencing, the whole, the point we were making earlier about like what is really a hippie. But I don't like people that don't operate within the confines of truth and reality, because you cannot
You
reason
can't.
with these people.
You exactly. You can't.